Big thing, small thing, I winding up on all thing. Short thing, tall thing, I winding up on all thing.
What's good, YouTube? I am back. It's your girl Jay, BK Syndicates. We are back for, well, the season finale of Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 22, Fighting Chance. It has been a ride for all of us watching this season. I do appreciate all of the people that have watched my reviews, all the people that have commented. Thank you to all of the subscribers that have been on my page. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Everything. I will be coming back with more videos because we're not just going to continue. We're going to wait for more Love After Lockup to come up later on in upcoming months. So I will be having more content. I will be having Love is Blind coming up. And I will possibly be, I'm actually interested in doing a review on Traitors. And I will be finding, and Wii TV. I'm very interested. My girlfriend actually introduced me to this new show. Well, not a new show, but it's a new show to me. I've always seen it on Wii TV, but I never paid it much attention. It is called 1,000 Pound Sisters. I'm very interested in that, so I'm probably going to start doing a review on that from the beginning to the end. I know that I'm late on those episodes, but there's plenty of people on YouTube that are doing reviews, that are doing shit, Love After Lockup reviews, and all types of other shit that's been out for a minute. So I'm not I'm pretty sure I'm going to get me an audience. Thank you for the 136 people that have subscribed to me. I appreciate it. Let's get right into it, though. Thank you. Let's get right into it. So, we are going to start today with my favorite couple that you guys always hear me going in on. It is Biggie 1 and Biggie 2. Joy Nomi and Red. Girl, boy, man, woman. Y'all, you hear this? I wrote down a whole bunch of shit for this one, because this one was this, and I have mad notes for Taylor and Chance. But let's get into it with Miss Joy and Red. So, we start back from when Red basically told, hold on, let me smoke my. We start off with Red basically finishing telling Joy about him cheating on her with Julie, the Casper the Friendly Ghost. Joy, of course, she starts crying.
I do all this for you.
You really cheating on me? And she starts wailing, crying. All the tears is running down her cheek and then hitting her on her belly and bouncing off and hitting Red and everything. It's fucking wild. Joy Nomi cries so goddamn much. I think most of this season, Joy Nomi has cried. I think Joy Nomi has cried so much she's lost more water than she drinks. Okay? And she then tells Red, I can't trust you no more. I don't know how I can do it. I can't trust you anymore. You're like, I really can't trust you. I've been telling you and asking you for the longest now. Have you been cheating on me? All these girls that you're talking to, have you been cheating on me or talking to these girls? And now you're telling me this. Don't know if I can trust you. And Red says, I know, I'm sorry. I know I lied to you. We can fix this. We can fix this. I promise you that we can we can move through this. She says, I can't trust you. I don't know what to do. I think you need to get a hotel tonight. She said, I think you need to get you a hotel tonight. And I said, well, how the fuck is he gonna get him a hotel, bitch? Clearly he ain't got no money, so you paying for it again. So you're gonna be paying for basically Red to go to a hotel tonight. And Red says, babe, look at me. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get this fixed. And he walks out the door and leaves her and everything. And she starts bawling and wailing and crying and slobbering and the typical Joy Nomi thing. The Joy Nomi cry. you know, crying to the fucking producers. The producers ain't got time for this. She outside is talking to the producers, talking about, I don't know, I can do it. I don't know how I can go on, and I don't know if I want to be with him anymore. So let's move on to the next scene where Joy Nomi is packing up Red's shit, and her sister and her cousin ends up coming to help her. She then starts explaining to them that everything that she was suspecting Red of doing, he did. She told them he cheated on me when I picked him up from Missouri and everything, and he got out of jail. That same time he was cheating on me. All the sister and the cousin go, I can't believe it. And the sister, Joy Nomi's sister, goes, Red knew what he was getting himself into when you told him that you cheated on him 3 times and everything. He decided he was going to forgive you and then become a father to Sway. And now, like, if that was the case, then he should have never stayed with you if he was going to basically fuck around on you for revenge, because that's what everything like Joy and the sister and the cousin is trying to bring up. Even when Joy and Sway and Red met up at the park with some of her other homegirls and everything, with her sister cousins and all that, they were asking him, is he going to cheat on her because of what she did to him? And he will always say no. So this has always been a seed in everybody's mind about Red, that because of what Joy did and cheated on him 3 times and got Sway, that he was going to cheat on her as a revenge plot against her. And honestly, I feel like he did it as revenge as well. Let's not forget that in the first episode, when he first met up with Joy and he cheated on her with that pasty ass bitch, that he literally said in the confessional, I just need to get it out of my system just this one time. I mean, shit, Joy cheated on me like 3 times. I just want to get it out of my system with that one time. So why didn't he say that to her? Like, why didn't he say that to her when he was like, oh, I was trying to get out of my system because I've been in jail for so long and I ain't had no other pussy but yours, and you know I need more pussy. I forgot to say one more thing before we went on to the episode, moved on to the next scene with her sister. Why did Joy Nomi ask Red, was Julie's pussy better? Was her puss better than mine? And he says, no, it wasn't. Yours the best. And she says, did you use a condom? He says, no, I didn't use a condom. Of course you didn't use no condom, you nasty.
She coming through, she sucking dick. Suck my dick so good, I'm like, goddamn, you dirty bitch. You dirty bitch, you dirty bitch. Oh, you never even heard of this.
Fucking disgusting. He out here beating up people, kitty cats, without no protection on. That's nasty. And then you went back and then had sex with Joy again. I bet you. Because let's not forget, in a couple episodes when they were riding down, I think they got in Kentucky or something, somewhere in there, and they stopped off at the little barrel shop thing. When they stopped at the wagon place, you know, the little trailer wagon shit that they, the little hotel, yeah, the little hotel that they stopped at, which was, I think, a stagecoach and everything. Remember, Red literally said in the confessional that Joy Nomi's pussy was better than Julie's, and I was like, He was so fucking thirsty for Julie when she first picked him up. He's like, can I kiss you? And all types of craziness and all that. So now talk about he didn't use a condom while he was fucking Julie. And she's like, well, you need to make sure that she's not, need to call that girl and make sure that she's not pregnant. I was just like, girl, that's what you like. That was like the equivalent of when you cheat on the dude, and he says, well, it was his dick bigger than mine. She's like, was her pussy better than mine? I'm like, most likely, yeah, because you know that's a whole lot of box right there. That's a whole lot of meat. That's a whole lot of skin and fat that you know poor Red got to get through. Not only just his own, because his bed. Because that nigga belly is already hitting the floor, the wall, the ceiling, the downstairs, basement, everything. That belly is hitting the floor. So is Joy Nomi's. So that's a whole lot of weight and a whole lot of different meat that has to be lifted up and everything for anything to be penetrated and inserted, okay? So I don't understand what the fuck we talking about here. I didn't use a condom. Poor Julie was probably like suffocating and shit when he was on top of her beating her little kitty cat up. Poor girl. So after, you know, that scene with Joy and her sisters and everything, they're packing up his shit. We get to, she tells her sisters that Red went back to Missouri. That nigga was able to move back to Missouri in 3 days after y'all broke up. I'm like, damn. Did We TV give him that money to book him a ticket, or did his sister? Most likely his sister probably gave him the money for him to get the fuck on out of there, because probably told her, me and Joy broke up and I guess I'm gonna come home. And they said no problem, because let's be real, Red's family does not fucking like Joy for the fact that she took him so quickly away from them. So I know they was probably ecstatic when they heard that he broke up with her, that they broke up. So we go back to Red. Red is in Missouri. He's doing job search. He calls a job that he placed the application with to see if they got his application. He calls, and then the lady on the phone picks up. I think her name was Christine or something. She tells Red, she says, hello, welcome to Blank Blank Warehouses. My name is Christine. He says, hi, my name is Graylin. Okay, I didn't even know that his name is Graylin. That's what Red's real name is Graylin. And I said, wow, Red, like, wow. It's crazy how like that both your names have to do with a color. Okay, your name is Graylin and Red. Like, that's two, like, first off, gray and red. No, I know he wears red a lot. That's probably the reason why he's called Red. But I don't understand the full purpose of why he's called Red, because his name is Graylin, and that, you know, it's not a terrible name. It's just like, it's a weird name for his ass, honestly. Like, I don't look at him and I see Graylin. Like, Red, I understand that. Like, I would have understood if his name really was Red in the first place. Like, Red Fox, old ass looking nigga. Like, look at him. Like, shit. Anyway, the lady gets on the phone. He says, did you get my application? She says, what's your name, hon? He said, my name is Graylin. And she says, okay, just tell me about yourself. He said, well, you know, I was at the facility, at the, you know, correctional facility. She said, oh, did you work there or something? He said, no. Let's say more like I was housed there. I was an inmate there for like 8 years. The lady goes, okay. She said, well, I'll have to talk to my husband because we both own this company. And she's dead ass lets him know from the, she says, you know what, I don't even think she wants to waste her husband's time with that bullshit. And she tells him, hun, listen, to be honest, it's gonna be a no for my husband. My husband's gonna say no, just specifically from your background and how soon you was released from prison. So it's gonna be a no for us already. So don't even think about like trying to call back. And he's just like, oh, okay. She's like, but I do wish you the best in your job searching endeavors, and don't go back, hun. He said, don't. I said, I'm not. He said, I'm staying on the right path. She said, that's good to know. And they hang up. And that's when we start finding out with fucking Red. 3 days after you broke up with Joy Nomi, he gets a call from another female saying, oh, I miss you. I want you to come and, you know, spend some time with me. And he's like, the producers ask him, you have another girlfriend already? He said, well, not really a girlfriend, you know, just somebody I'm talking to, fucking around with, you know. But yeah, I kind of got me a new girlfriend and all that, and things are going well. After 3 days, that let me know, that let you know, guys, that this nigga never really gave two shits about Joy Nomi. He was only fucking with Joy because Joy was the only dumb bitch to actually like come and see him, visit him, give him money, and then take him out and basically pay and supply him with unlimited amounts of whatever the fuck he wanted and all that. As long as he just gave her dick and take care of Sway every now and then. But he saw Joy as a dumb bitch that would basically take care of him, and that's what she did for a while until she got sick of his bullshit. And he's talking to a new bitch. It's wild. Like, what? You're talking to another female that's willing to deal with your broke assness? Like, what? With your broke ass? Because I guarantee you, this is not the only female he's talking to. Clearly, he likes to talk to a lot of women and try and get money from them. And clearly, this is probably another woman that probably he was talking to in jail that sent him money that now he's trying to swindle and, you know, tend to swindle her ass too. And honestly, that is all of the scenes that we have with Biggie 1 and Biggie 2. Like, yo, Joy Nomi, that crying, I hope that we do not see. I honestly, let me not say I hope that we don't not see, because I like watching Joy Nomi and Red just because I can talk so much shit about how fucking dumb both of them are, and how big of a whale she is, and how big of a ball she is, and how she's bigger than 4 duplexes added together, and he's added like 4 SUVs mashed together. That's how big they are. And in real life, Joy Nomi and Red are not together no more. They're not fucking with each other. Joy Nomi is single. We even see in the little ending of all of what's happening now with all of them, Joy Nomi has been single for 2 months and she has not been fucking with Red. Red is still, and then in that ending piece, they said that Red is still looking for a job. Don't know, maybe Red has gotten a job since then. I don't know. I don't follow Red and everything, but that's the situation that's going on with Joy Nomi and Red. Those two are not together, and they have not been together since the show. I'm gonna miss Joy Nomi and Red though, cause guys, we've had some fun moments with them two. Like, yo, them big asses always give me a fucking key. It's always a time watching them, because you see the train wreck of fucking Joy Nomi literally breaking her fat ass down, trying to make Red happy, knowing that this nigga don't even fuck with her like that. Okay? Alright, y'all, let's move on to like my guilty pleasure couple, Taylor and Chance. Let's move on to these two, because this one took me for a fucking loop, guys. Like, this shit took me for a loop. We start off with Chance pulling up, I think, at a gas station, most likely. Pull up at a gas station, gets out, and looking all crazy, disheveled as usual, looking like a fucking crazy nigga, like drunk as fuck, smoking cigarettes as usual. And he's there in tears, crying, talking about, I should have did the right thing when I had the chance with Taylor. I should have never fucked up like this. Like, I hope that she can forgive me and take me back. Like, I want to be with Taylor. And then we skip forward to Taylor. Mind you, let me tell you something. For the longest now in this season, season 5, even in season 4 and everything, every single time we pan back to Taylor and Chance's house, you would see Taylor and Chance's house. Now, the producers completely changed it up now. Now that when we pan to the house, it only said Taylor's house now. So that's how you know that it's done. It's a done. It's a sack wrap for them. And fucking Taylor, she is in the house packing up all of the shit, packing up all of Chance's shit, and she's packing up all of the memorabilia that they took together, all the pictures that they have with each other and everything. She's taking those down and she's putting it in a box, because she said that she doesn't want to look at pictures of her and Chance no more, because it just brings back too many memories, and it brings back good and bad memories, and she wants to be done with Chance all together. Let's skip forward to the part that to the scenes that really made me hate this dude Chance. Like, I will never ever like Chance. You guys know I don't like Chance, and I know a lot of y'all don't like Chance neither, because I see it in the comments and I see it in other reviews and shit. Y'all don't like that man. We don't like that man, and thank God they're not together. I keep saying it in every review. Thank God they're not together anymore, because I cannot be with a nigga like Chance who, thank God I'm gay, because I could never be with a nigga like Chance who freaking disrespects me like that all the time, who feels like he can just cheat on me because he thinks that I'm cheating on him, and gaslights me the whole entire fucking time because I'm finding out information and I'm accusing you of you, and you talk about I'm a crazy bitch. Oh, no. You ain't gonna fuck up my mental health to try and stay with you, nigga. It ain't happening. I'll be damned if someone put me in the crazy house because I'm right about my intuition, and then you're trying to confuse me and disorient me and to make me think otherwise. So after Taylor is packing up all his shit, we go to another scene with Chance, and he's at the park now waiting on Taylor. And this time he's in a different outfit, cause I just noticed that. Yeah, he's in a different outfit now. He's in black. He's in like a black jacket now. Taylor gets there. You're about to talk. She's shivering. He's like, hold on. hold on, let me go. You said you're cold. He said, let me go get you something. And then he runs to his truck, gets this camouflage sweater, and he walks back to her, right? So while he's helping her put on the sweater, he goes and starts hugging this bitch from the back, talking about
Okay, I asked for a coat.
Yeah, and I stole a hug.
And she's like, oh, he's like, yeah. He's just like, oh yeah. He's just like, yeah. She's like, stop hugging me. He's like, yeah, I stole a hug from you. You know, I'm a thief. And the first thing when he hugged her, I was like, I started shaking like I had something on me. I was like, ugh, get off her. Get off her. Like, what's wrong with you? I swear to God, like, if Chance would have hugged me like that from the back, I would have been screaming all types of shit. I would have been screaming murder. I would have been screaming the R word. I would have been screaming to the top of my lungs to get him off me and have someone come out and try and save me. Because don't be grinding up on me. Don't be hugging on me after all that you did to me. How dare you hug on me talking about, I stole a hug. Because she didn't give you a hug at the house and everything, so you had to go force a hug on her. That's disgusting. All sweaty, probably smelled like 4 packs of cigarettes, and probably smelled like all types of Budweiser and Corona beers, because he been drinking and smoking cigarettes all goddamn day because he's so stressed out that Taylor don't want his ass no more, and this probably will be it for him. And he go hugging on her, and I felt like you know, like the Shaquille O'Neal commercial when he's doing the icy hot and he's just shaking. That's how I was like, ugh, get off me, get the fuck off that lady, sir. Like, what's up with you? Like, you don't have to do it. You could have just handed her that sweater and let her put it on herself. Like, she didn't need no goddamn help. Like, if it was Joy Nomi, then yes, I will understand that she would need a little help putting on the sweater and everything, because she can't reach back there and everything, and she can't put her hands up all the way for her to do that shit. But continuing on, after he gives her the sweater and everything, he does that weird shit talking about, yeah, I gave you a hug, and you know I'm a thief. She's just like, right. So now let's get into the conversation. And she says, I want you to be truthful to me. I want you to tell me everything that happened. And he said, you know what, funny? I was doing everything right and everything until you continue to accuse me of cheating. He said, you spoke that shit into existence. I was floored. Like, my mouth hit the floor when he said that shit. I was like, what? I know this bastard did not just say, well, I cheated because you kept on talking about it. You kept accusing me of cheating, so I went and cheated. And I'm just like, what logic are we having here as an adult? You're 42 years old. Mind you, Taylor is like 28, 29. The bitch is not even 30 yet. She hasn't even hit her 30s yet, okay? And you're aging this bitch tremendously, okay? You're aging her with all this bullshit. Like, what 42-year-old man who is being accused of cheating by his future wife, his fiance, whatever, thinks that, well, because you are accusing me of cheating so much, I might as well do it, so that I can then prove you right that I'm a cheater, so that I can then fuck up my home situation and my peace and everything with you, because you keep on accusing me. Does that make sense to anyone? That if someone's accusing you of cheating, that you're just gonna just might as well go and cheat, instead of saying, you know what, I'm tired of being accused of cheating and I've done nothing wrong. I don't want to be in a relationship with you anymore if you're so insecure about me cheating on you all the time. I've changed. I haven't done it. Stop accusing me. Instead, he said, well, fuck it. She keeps pressuring me to cheat, so most likely she's cheating on me too, so I might as well go ahead and do it. It's so dumb to me.
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb?
And she's looking at him like, I can't stand you right now. Because he's now admitting to her, yes, he cheated on her. And I could not for the life of me believe that he was literally again gaslighting her while again gaslighting her as to the reason that she is the reason. Once again, it always falls back and spins back. He always spins it right back to Taylor, as her actions is the reason why he had a reaction. Because she was accusing him of cheating, his reaction to that was to go cheat. So bitch, it's your fault that I went and cheated. I didn't go cheat because, oh, I'm a bitch ass nigga and I'm a bastard.
Bitch ass nigga, cause of your bitch ass album and shit, and you really been fucking doing me dirty after so many fucking years that I motherfucking helped your ass. Not even a fucking thank you that I got for your bitch ass.
And everything, I don't give a fuck about you. No, you're the reason why I ended up cheating because you wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. Like, what? Like, thank God you two are not together no more. Like, oh my God, like I felt like 8 gray hairs popped up in my head watching this shit because he's so gaslighting and manipulative every single time. It's your fault, Taylor. You're the reason why I did this. I didn't do this on the choice of my own. I had no choice because of the pressure of what you were doing to me and the stress. She says, oh, you just keep going to bars and everything, meeting different women. Remember Tanya? And he's like, Tanya was just a friend. Now, they have a flashback. Remember, he was literally gaslighting Taylor when she saw him with Tanya and was there all over Tanya. They started walking out the bar with Tanya to make Taylor jealous and to hurt Taylor. That was the whole point of him meeting up with Tanya, was to hurt Taylor. Let's be real now. Ain't no way. I've never seen Chance talk about him having any friends that are girls, okay? Most of the people that Chance meets with that he says are friends are men. So all of a sudden now he has all these girls that are friends, all of a sudden, all these girls, and all of a sudden now he's trying to say that, oh, she's just a friend. That bitch was never a friend because Tanya, if we remember in the last season, she literally came up to Taylor saying that she didn't even know that his situation was this bad, that he doesn't even tell her, that he made it seem like he was single, that shit was going bad between him and Taylor and all that, and that's the reason why like he's not fucking with Taylor. He made it under the impression that he wasn't fucking with Taylor. That's the reason why he was trying to talk to Tanya, okay? So moving forward, he telling Taylor, oh, I just want to come home to peace so I can cuddle and snuggle with you and everything and watch TV and do it all over again.
All I want to do is be happy. I just want to come home. I want to have pizza night. I want to have like Taco Tuesdays. I want to watch a movie. I want to snuggle and cuddle and go to sleep and get up and go to work and come home and do it again.
Like, that's all I wanted, and you fucked that up. I said the nerve of this man, the lion, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? I could, like, every single scene, it's your fault. It's your fault. I just wanted to be home and be peaceful and everything, and you couldn't let that. You just couldn't let there be peace in the house. You just had to keep on fucking nagging me about being with somebody. So we're gonna move forward to another scene. So this is like the last scene with them, and yo, this shit is where the loop really did a backspin. Like, this shit would have had any woman, even any man, pissed off if they had a boyfriend like Chance. He says to Taylor, I was so convinced by other people telling me that you were cheating because you were accusing me of cheating so much that I listened to other people telling me, well, if she's accusing you of cheating, then she has to be doing it herself. So that's why I went and cheated on you, because you heard other people telling you that she has to be cheating. You didn't get no confirmation from people saying that they saw her cheating. You just got confirmation from people saying, well, if she's accusing you of cheating like this all the time, most likely she's doing it. So go cheat on her, Chance. And he goes and cheat on her. She's just like, I can't fucking stand you. Like, I fucking hate you. I hate you so fucking much right now. And so then he starts telling her about this girl that he met in the bar when him and her got into this argument. And he met her in the bar. He was telling her about all his problems with Taylor. And then he's talking about how, you know, she wanted to go and have sex with him. And then this bastard, oh, I wanted to like come up through the screen and just punch him real quick in the face. He tells Taylor,
I seriously hate you so much.
I bent her over and her brains out, and I imagine I was doing it to you, and I was her so hard. It was a grudge.
Oh, and yeah, when I was having sex with her, I was railing her. I was hitting her from the back, beating it up crazy style and everything, thinking about you the whole entire time, like how I would do you if I was fucking you. I was grudge fucking that bitch. I said, holy shit. Holy shit, this nigga Chance is a menace. Holy shit, evil. Like, yo, like Mermaid Man. Like, if Mermaid Man was gonna say evil, that motherfucker is evil. How could you? I'm just like, how can you be like trying to get back with this lady? How you trying to get back with this woman and you literally just told this woman how you was fucking another lady and you were only fucking her like that because you were mad at her and you was grudge fucking somebody? What? That's how what you tell somebody? You be like, yeah, I had sex with her and everything, but I was upset and everything. I wasn't thinking. Not, oh, I was beating her. I was beating that kitty up from the back. I was destroying that shit, thinking it was you because because I was angry. So I was beating that box up. All D style, Chance style. And my eyes, my mouth, my head, I was like, it exploded. I couldn't believe it. And like, good job on Taylor to be like, yeah, okay, because I felt like, I don't even want to give him the benefit of doubt, like, oh, he was just trying to play around, he was just trying to hurt her in that moment, but I'm just like, no, Chance is a lunatic, he's a bastard. He was serious. He was serious when he said that, and I believe him. I believe him when he said he was beating that lady poom poom up like that. How dare you? And she's just like, I fucking hate you, Chance. I hate you. We cut forward a little bit more, and he's there smoking another cigarette. I think Chance smoked at least 6 cigarettes that whole entire time. She says, how many times did you cheat on me? He said 5 times. She said, oh, God. And then here goes the real thing. How many were men? 1. He said 1. This man ended up sleeping with a man. He confirmed it. It wasn't like, oh, a hearsay from her, like, oh, that he was talking to a man and this and that, and he was talking to the neighborhood, he was talking to the town whore and everything. Everything that Taylor was accusing him of, everything that Taylor found, everything that Taylor has been telling us throughout this season was fucking right. She was correct. Her intuition did not fail her. She was right this whole entire time. When she caught him talking to a man and everything, and she accused him and everything, he tried to act like, oh, what's wrong with talking to a guy and everything? I didn't do anything. But she found out from the man through text message that Chance did more, that they did more than that. Chance confirmed it in the park, telling her, yes, it was a man, but it's not like I penetrated or anything. It's not like I got penetrated anything or all that. Like, I was drunk as fuck. I came over and everything, and he sucked my dick. I do not believe you. I do not believe you. You trying to tell me that you were drunk and all you did was let a man suck on your little willy. You fucking lying. You let him suck on your little stick, or you let him suck on your little pogo stick. You fucking lying. You're lying. You know damn well that you was either getting your little backside beat the fuck in, or you was beating that whore's cheeks up. Stop playing with me, okay? Chance looks like he was doing that shit in jail, okay? He looked like he was a little sweet. And I'm not making fun because I'm gay. I'm not making fun of him for fucking a man. What I'm floored about is the fact that he denied it to her. He denied it, lied to her about it, and then he tried to gaslight her to make it seem like she was going crazy about it. I don't have no problem with it. Maybe you were curious. Maybe you're bisexual, everything. But don't be stringing this woman along thinking that she's dealing with a heterosexual man, and that's not the case. You like you some dick. You like you some pain. Stop lying. You like you a little eggplant. You like you some eggplant. And I wouldn't be surprised if Chance was also doing the sucking as well. Okay, we saw how Bobo had him hemmed up against the wall like that, and he ain't do nothing. Had him hemmed up like a little girl against the wall. So I would not be surprised if the dude that came out and that was sucking on Chance came out and said, no, me and Chance had full-blown sex. Okay? I was like, oh my God. And you know, the crazy thing is, like, Taylor didn't react to it like how you would think, like if it was like Joy Nomi or something. Red would have told Joy Nomi this shit, we would have get, oh my God, you like men do, like all types of shit. Taylor was just like, so I knew it. And you were gaslighting me, you freaking bastard. And she was punching him in the chest and everything, like, you freaking liar. Like, she said, I knew I was right. I knew I was right about everything. Why would you continue lying to me if you knew everything that I was accusing you of was true and everything? And she's just like, oh. I was like, man, girl, she should have hit him real quick. Like, that little push in the chest and everything. Like, you're so fucked up for making me think that everything, like, making me think that I was going crazy. And she's like, I'm done. Like, I'm done with you. And they're in, like, the little confessional and everything. And he's just like, what can I do? What can I do to fix it? I'm like, I want to be honest, like, and everything. Can we be together? Can we do? She's just like, no. She's just like, I'm done. Like, I am done. And then I felt so bad for Taylor, because then when Chance gets up out of confessional, because they had them both together and everything. And I think, honestly, that was like maybe like the first time since them recording that they were in the same room together, because it felt weird. It felt a bit awkward, and he's there trying to like plead his case to like that he wants his family back. He wants to be here. But if you don't want it, then fuck it. I don't care. I'm not gonna be trying to chase you no more and shit like that. And he gets up, walks up. She says, well, that's that between me and Chaz. She said like, she said there's only like maybe one good thing that I could say I had meeting Chance, and that was her son Mason. And then she says like, maybe like, you know, meeting Chance is what I needed to go to therapy from all this trauma that I've had. And I thank Chance for that, because now I'm really seriously need therapy, and I need to go to therapy. And I'm just like, oh my God, like this man has really fucked poor Taylor up. And she's like, I'm not going to be able to trust anyone, another partner, for a very long time. And I feel so bad for that, because Chance is the whole entire reason why now, like, she can't trust another person, another man to come into her life and do her right, because now she feels like every man is going to be a chance. I feel so fucking bad for Taylor, but we do see in the ending things that Taylor has gotten a job and everything, and she's doing what she can to support her 4 kids. And we don't really like with Chance and everything. They just say that Chance, what did they say about Chance? Because I don't even think I even watched that piece with Chance, because I didn't even give 2 fucks, because I don't give 2 fucks. I think like they ended up showing Chance going back to jail. They actually, the ending piece, like the ending, like, oh, where they are now, Chance is in, they have Chance getting arrested, which is what I was telling you guys about, was when he got arrested for damn near killing that damn man, that truck driver, and having a hit and run. So yeah, that's what they show. Now, that is all of the scenes that we have with Taylor and Chance. Like I said, they're not together anymore. So I'm happy that we went through all this, and now we have the goal of what we've been wanting for Taylor, and that is not to be with Chance. Most likely, we're not going to see Taylor and Chance for any more love after Lockup. I think this was the final for them, just like with Joy Nomi and Red. This is the final. We're probably only going to see Joy Nomi and Red for this season, and that's that. And this is going to be the last that I think we will be seeing Taylor and Chance. So, guys, let's move forward to my third now favorite couple, which is, well, not even my third favorite, but my little guilty pleasure, Melissa and Louie. Finally, like, holy shit, it took so long. It felt like we've been going through like maybe 2 episodes of them trying to reveal Melissa's new nose. So we now continuing on from last episode where they made us wait, and she was about to take the scarf off and show Louie. She takes the scarf off, right? She takes the scarf off and shows Louie, and oh, whoa, like, I was looking at the nose and I said, oh wow, whatever the fuck they did, whatever that nose doctor did to her nose, I feel like they fucked that woman nose up. Like, they did as fuck that lady nose up. Now in certain angles when she's sitting on the beach, you could be like, okay, like it looks okay. But from looking at her from like the front, from the front, that nose looks wild. Like it went from like it being like the nose, like the bulb of the nose that was like down to like her lip, and like they just pushed it up and then made her nostrils wider, and then made like the brim of her nose a bit fatter. That's all it looks like. Look, they just like pushed up her nose, and it looks crazy because now she got a big ass bulb on her nose. Like what the fuck? Like it like that ass. Like for a minute I thought it looked a bit like Sean. Like it looked like Sean. Like it looked like she looked like a Who from Whoville as well. Like, but with a bigger nose. Like it looked wild. I couldn't believe like this is the surgery that you got. And then they showed us a before and after of her in the confessional and how she looked. And like I really want to be like, and honestly, I'm like, her lips are still fucking fucking weird looking. Still got all that Botox in it. And I'm looking and I'm just like, yo, I would have preferred her other nose. Like I preferred her other nose because now like she looks even more stuck up than before her. And I couldn't stop looking at the nose because I was like, yo, maybe because the nose is still healing or whatever, but one nostril looked bigger than the other, and it looked like the doctor just pushed the nose up and then set it where it was. Because like now like the brim, like the brim of her nose is a bit wider, okay, than how it was when it was like a skinny, like low down nose. That's all like they really did. And Louie's just like, wow. She's like, you don't like it. I would have did exactly what she did to Louie when Louie got his teeth. I would have been like, you look weird. I'm so used to seeing you with a long nose. So now like I gotta get used to it. And I would have laughed at her ass, just like how she did Louie. I would have been cracking up like, holy shit. I would have been like, Hong Kong, Hong Kong. I would have made, she probably would have not stayed. She would have probably not sit down and everything. She probably would have got mad and walked off the beach talking about, you're making fun of my nose. I would be like, yeah. So they sit down and everything, and I'm just looking at all of the angles. They're sitting down on the beach because honestly, like this conversation, I didn't give two fucks about. I just kept staring different angles of her nose. I got up out my bed to go to my TV to go look at different angles and just see her nose. Cause I was like, yo, whoa, like it's crazy. That nose is fucking wild, son. That nose is fucking wild. Woo, 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 woo. That nose is crazy. Let's skip forward because like we didn't really have that much scenes with Melissa. This is the last episode. This is the last scene with Melissa and Louie. So we get to the confessionals with them, and Melissa is talking about, well, now that I got my nose did, it's time for me to get a boob job and start making this money and get a ring and everything and get married. This bitch says that she wants to get married in the next year. She wants to get married by next year. She wants 1 year. 1 year? Do you see where Louie's at right now? Ain't no way Louie, now it's possible for Louie to do that, but why would Louie want to get married to you that fucking quickly? You're a bitch. Why would he want to get married to that so quickly? You got a lot of changing to do, Missy, before you even think about being married. You're not wifey material. You're not marriage material at all. Like anyone that can like blatantly just that can down talk someone as fast as Melissa and talk shit about their significant other to their family and have their family also talk down to them and not defend him. She does not deserve to be married at any point until she changes how she talks to Louie and how she treats Louie. One moment like she's like I appreciate everything. I appreciate you. That's what she's telling him. Bitch, I appreciate you. They go kissing and all that shit. But no, bitch, you want a boob job? And you want to get married in the span of 1 year. That's not happening. And honestly, most likely, we're proud that it is all of the scenes that we have with Melissa and Louie. But I guarantee you, that is going to be... We probably are going to see Melissa and Louie in another season of Love After Lockup. Honestly, I do think so. Like, we're going to see them again because... I do want to follow Louie's story, see if Louie does get a better job than working at the pizza shop, and I want to see if Melissa is going to change her fucking ways. It's wild because like two of my couples that I always talk shit about are probably not going to be on next season, and I'll have to find some more people to talk shit about. So that's all of my notes that I have for them. and we're gonna see what happens in other, and see if they gonna come back again, and now we'll find out about that. That's all the scenes that we have with Melissa and Louie. That's that. So y'all, let's go into Lindsay and Blain. We're going into Lindsay and Blain. Whoo! I was waiting on Lindsay and Blain to come back on my goddamn screen. And after Blain says, how about you running off with a married man? And walks off and everything. And she there flipping that dry ass hair and shit. She's there in there like, I'm like, oh, this shit is true. She is there now curled up, sitting down on the chair and on the couch, balled up in a ball. So they're crying and shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, let's see what's happening. What's going on? She's there crying. She's there like, you're crying. He said, nah, fuck that. Fuck that shit. Then we go to the confessional, right? And the producer asked her, why is Blain accusing you of cheating? She's like, shit, I don't know. Blain just making up all types of shit so that he can try and make himself the victim. I don't know. You're lying, bitch. Bitch, you is a goddamn lie. Because, for a side note, for people who do not know, who don't follow all of the Love After Lockup news on YouTube and what's coming out, Deontay came out, I think, when last episode came out, Deontay came out with a live stream on Instagram explaining that that what Blain is saying is true. That in between her messing with Deontay and Blain, she was also fucking with a married man at the same time. So Deontay confirmed what Blain was talking about. But we're not gonna, but we know this is the show, so we're not gonna have Deontay. But he came out on Instagram and confirmed that what Blain was saying was true. That she was out here fucking with a married man and ran off and everything, and then all this shit started happening. For her to be in a confessional like, oh, for him, he's just digging and he's just fishing for something now to try and make him seem like he's the victim. That's what Blain always wants to do. He wants to be a victim. And I'm like, no, bitch. No. Blain got you there. Because when he was asking you, when you was sitting there on the couch crying and shit with that big ass Frankenstein forehead of yours, that big ass basketball forehead of yours, that box forehead of yours, that trailer trash ass, big ass round circle Mortal Kombat symbol looking whole forehead and shit, bitch, you didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing at all. You literally just crying to Blain. She's like, you don't understand how, she said, you don't know how hard this was for me. She's like, fuck you, I'm done with this shit. And he goes back, starts picking up more shit. In the confessional, Blain starts saying, I thought Lindsay was the one for me, but she's nothing but a manipulative, conniving, controlling ass, bossy ass.
She's nothing but a lying, conniving, con artist, manipulative, narcissist ass, self-centered, self-caring
bitch. In general, he was going the fuck in on Lindsay. I'm gonna put it here for y'all to see, because he was going in on Lindsay. I call her Blindsy. On Lindsay. Blindsy. That's why I should have been calling him this whole entire season. Blindsy. But oh well. And then they start like having flashbacks of when they were together and all the good times and everything. And Blain walks out on her ass. And yo, she's just left there crying. And yo, at least her feet were dead. But she was there crying. Like, I believe Blain. I would wholeheartedly believe Blain. Bitch, you been cheating on him. You left her for a married man and then came back when the married man didn't want you. And my girlfriend made a really good, then at the ending of the episode we get a little ending off for them. And it's like, oh, Lindsay is still taking care of her daughter. She's still facing those pending 40-year charges still as we speak. And her and Blain have not spoken in like 2 months. Like, they have not spoken in a while. They have not spoken since Blain walked out. And I said, good job, Blain. Know your fucking worth. Know your mental health. Get the fuck on out of there. And Blain and Lindsay have not been fucking with each other since the recording of Love After Lockup. Now we can see next season if they're all gonna come back, but there is a lot of couples that I see in this season that are not going to come back. That's all the scenes we got with Lindsay and Blain. Let's move on now to Kyrock and Britney. Let's make this shit really, really quick and very, and everything, because just like how We TV does not have anything for us about them, and their storyline now has just completely just dwindled down, just like Sean and Sarah and Eris and Cameron. We barely get like anything really with Kyrock and Britney. We probably get like maybe like 2 like quick scenes with them. And like I told y'all in the last, I think 2 episodes ago, that the grandma, the abuela, putting that seed in Britney's mind about her moving to New York was going to cause an argument and a rift between Britney and Kyrock. And this episode, that what I said came true. We get to Kyrock and Britney, they're in the bed chilling. Kyrock asks her what's going on, how are you feeling and everything and all that, and she's homesick. She misses her family, she misses her abuela. That's the only like people that are standing beside her. And she's like, I'm thinking about, you know, what my abuela said about moving to New York, and I just want to see like what how you feel on that. And I'm not talking about us moving like now, but I want to think about a year from now and everything and all that. Kyrock is like this right here had me like, okay, now there's some issues. There were issues that I had little red flags that I saw with Kyrock before. When I was with Kyrock, when Britney was so adamant about him getting off of testosterone so that he could try and have a baby and everything. And I agreed with Kyrock because I was like, yo, it's so soon for them to be talking about having a child, and you're trying to get him off of testosterone so that y'all can like get eggs and all that. Like, you don't have to worry about that shit right now. Like, he just got out of jail. Speaking on this is 6 months now that we've been following Kyrock and Britney's story. So he's only been out for 6 months. But the red flag of Kyrock not being, what's it called? He's not willing to compromise. Like his compromisation skills, his negotiation skills are very non-existent. How I feel is, the testosterone I could agree with. Chill off of that. He's still transitioning. What I felt with Kyrock is Kyrock was so adamant on not going to New York. Like, he was literally putting his foot down like, no, I'm not going to New York. I'm not thinking about New York. I'm thinking about my family and what we got going on and all that. I'm not thinking about New York, so that's out of the question. No. She's like, but I want you to just think about it. I'm not telling you like, oh, let's move to New York now or anything. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, the same way how you're able to be with your family all the time whenever you want to, I want that same thing as well. I want to be closer to my abuela. I want to be able to see her whenever I want to, the same way how you're able to see your mom. And Kyrock's just like, nah. She's like, but what's going on? She's like, but and Kyrock's like, well, let me explain to you. Like, I haven't seen my mom in like 7 years and everything. Britney's like, I haven't seen my abuela in like 6 years as well. She's like, my abuela didn't even know I was in fucking jail that whole entire time until I was getting out 3 months prior. So it's the same thing. Kyrock's like, that's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Like, it's not the same thing. And she's like, well, I'm literally here with your family the whole entire time, and I can't get a chance to see mine. I have to get permission to see mine. Why not I just move to another state so I don't need to do all that every single time? And Kyrock's like, nah. Kyrock's just like, nah. Kyrock did, like, for real. I was like, yo, Kyrock. Like, I'm like, Kyrock, you literally got your mom. I'm like, if this the case, then y'all can do long distance for all this shit then. You're in Virginia, her family's in New York. Why can't we have like a little common ground where like you can like you two like a common ground somewhere? Like, let's move to a state that is like an hour away from Virginia and an hour away from New York. Let's move somewhere in between so that they both have, you know, like a way to get to their families and everything, and they're not that far away. Or you can do long distance. I don't understand, like, her umbrella has people, but Kyrock's mom also has another son. Kyrock has like 3 or 4 brothers. I mean, I know that one has passed away, God rest his soul, from being hit by a train. But Kyrock has the other brother that's potentially going back to drugs and everything. But then he also has another brother that has been there from the jump, that we've seen in little like places and everything. He was also there when Kyrock went and proposed to Britney at the skydiving place, right? So Kyrock has other people, family, a whole lot of people that fuck with his mom that will be there for him. I think, just like what my girlfriend said, Kyrock feels guilty that he's been away from his mom for so long and that she had to go through her cancer treatment by herself, and Kyrock wasn't there, and then she also had to deal with the death of a son, and also had to deal with the chance of potentially her other son being back on drugs. So yeah, I can see why Kyrock feels guilty about it, and he wants to spend as much time as possible with mom. But also, you can't be selfish and then try and keep Britney hostage and with you, and basically tell her that she can't go and move, that we are not moving. Because if that's the case, then Britney can take herself and move and leave you here in Virginia if you want to be with your mama so much, okay? Like, it's not even like Britney was like talking about moving in with her umbrella. She was talking about finding another place, finding their own place. Because mind you, they're living with Kyrock's mama right now. Both of them barely got jobs. So it's a whole entire planning situation that they have to do. That's the reason why she said, I don't want to think about it, right? I don't want us to, we're not moving now, but we can think about it by next year and then have plans and everything and start getting plans and all that. Kyrock, yo, I was like, yo, Kyrock, you really like my nigga, like chill out. Like, is it the tea? Is it the testosterone that got you acting like that? Because sometimes the testosterone be having some of these trans men acting fucking wildin'. Like, testosterone be making these niggas wild out sometimes and all that. I was like, is that T-rage that we're getting right there? Because he started to get angry at her because she wouldn't let go of the fact that she wanted to see her umbrella, that she wanted to see her family. And Kyrock kept throwing in her face that his family is more important than what she got going on. And I was like, oh, whoa. Ain't no nigga ever gonna tell me ever that their family issues and their family dynamic is more important than my family dynamic, okay? Kyrock tries to soften the blow by having her call her umbrella and talk and everything. And the umbrella comes on the phone and she asks Britney, have you been thinking about coming to New York and moving to New York? And Britney says, at this moment, me and Kyrock is talking about it. We'll have to see. Kyrock says, well, think about it. Well, think about it. That's it. And then that's that. Like, whoa, like, for real? Like, we'll think about it and everything. And the grandma's like, oh, okay. So let's move on to the last scene with Kyrock and Britney. Kyrock and Britney are now going to get baptized, which I was like, me as someone gay and everything, we are gay people, LGBTQ plus people know that with the church and gay people, it's very hostile, it's very this and that. A lot of them be trying to convert you back, all types of bullshit. I was really interested to see that the church that they went to is very accepting of LGBT plus Q members. I was looking around and I was seeing a lot of studs. I was seeing some gay men there. I was seeing a lot of gay people at that church. And I was like, oh, okay. And there was talk about, okay, now the pastor said, was it the pastor or reverend? I think it's the pastor. She's like, okay, everyone, thank you for Kyrock and Britney. This is going to be their celebration of baptism. Everyone get prepared. We're about to go down to the river and get dunked on and all that. And everyone gets up, everyone heads to their car, and they're driving to the place where they're driving to the little beach where everyone's going to get baptized. While as soon as they get there, Britney's umbrella calls again, and Britney tells her that she's going to get baptized and she's going to be a Christian now. She's not a Christian! That shit reminds me of that. She's not a Christian!
She's not a Christian!
She could be a Jew and believe in God.
It doesn't matter. She's tampering in dark-sided stuff. Yes, she did!
Kyrock and Britney, she's talked to her brother. Brother's like, okay, so you're gonna be, so you're not gonna be like your mom and shit. She's like, nah. Britney says in her confessional that she, like, you know, this is a decision that when she became a Catholic, that was no decision that she made. Her parents made that decision, so she wants to make a decision on what religion she wants to be with, so she chooses Christianity. Everyone is down there and all that. Everyone's in all white. It's time to get dunked in. Time to get dunked on. Kyrock goes first, and I was like, yo, Kyrock asked the pastor to dunk him 3 times. I'm like, that's not how the shit works, sir. Like, you shouldn't be like, no, like, don't be making a mockery now. Don't be making a mockery of this shit. Like we're getting, like, we are lucky right now that we even have a church that is accepting all of us and accepting you. Okay, do not make a mockery of the shit, because I know there's probably a lot of people that saw that and it was like, oh my god, like, you're not supposed to get dunked 3 times. You're supposed to go in the water, get your ass out, next person. Okay, like, thank god it wasn't like one of those like pools that the church has, that's inside the church, and everyone's taking a swim in that shit, and then everyone probably ends up catching something because people don't take no shower. Thank god they did it in the ocean this time. It's Britney's turn. She goes, gets dunked in the water. Bitch is cold. That water was probably cold, because she was, soon as she got dunked, that bitch ran out the water fast to a damn towel and was shivering and cold. And they're just like, this is a blessing. And here comes fucking Britney, as usual, crying in the confessional with Kyrock. This is like the most memorable experience ever for me. Crying, and Kyrock trying to not fuck up her makeup and shit. Like, I don't know why, like every single woman in this shit is a crier. Like, everyone likes to cry in this fucking show. Like, everybody cries in this show. I'm happy for Kyrock and Britney. I just didn't like the fact that we had like something strong going with Kyrock and Britney, that this story was interesting when we first met them, and then it started dwindling down, because after like we started learning about Kyrock's brother being back on drugs and everything, then after that, like, there was no storyline for them no more. There was no storyline for them no more, except for Britney meeting back with her family, and now that's it. And now, like, I don't think like they're going to have like any type of like storyline in the future that will be entertaining enough for we to continue following them. And that is all the scenes that we have with Kyrock and Britney. That's that. Almost forgot. Justine and Michael. This is going to be a very quick one with them. Justine and Michael, after they done had the baby, they are chilling in the house with the baby. Michael finally tells Justine that his daughter Melody and his mom wants to move down to Vegas with them so that they can be closer with the family, and that she also wants to help take care of the kids, because clearly the mama don't got shit to fucking do. And Justine actually gave me a shock. I was like, okay, I guess the baby has changed. I guess the baby gave her a new character switch, because Justine goes, okay, I'm totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with Melody coming and spending time and wanting to do that. She deserves it. He said, yeah, and then she could come and help take care of the kids. She's like, no. She said, no, Melody has already taken care of your other 3 kids. I want her to be a happy 16-year-old. I want her to be a teenager. She shouldn't have to deal with that no more, because the mom is going to be there, and I want her to just enjoy her life as a 16-year-old, as a child, okay? And I was so shocked that Michael even made that suggestion to have Melody take care of the kids. It's like, nigga, don't you want to be a father? Like, take care of your fucking kids. You're the parent. You're the adult. Why are you having a 16-year-old take care of other kids? Especially kids that are not really blood related to her. I was like, damn, like, you always putting children on this poor child. Like, fuck out of here. It's because Montana Mills, you need to do more. You need to do better. You need to be better as a father. And honestly, I've heard your music and it ain't that good neither. Like, you suck as a rapper. Like, you need to give it up. Like, stop it. Stop it and be a father. Like, be a rapping dad. Go on YouTube and be a rapping dad or some shit. Like, there's content there. Become a TikTok star or something. Do that. Like, but as like you thinking that you're gonna be a mainstream ass rapper like you think that you 50 Cent or something. It ain't gonna happen. You're too old, you got too much kids, and you're married. There's a lot of rappers that are married, but they don't have a ton of shitload. Well, Shawty Lo has a lot of kids though. Shawty Lo got like 9-10 kids. There's a lot of rappers that have like a shit ton of kids. But you nigga, you're not good enough. You're not good enough to even be on par with all these niggas that got kids. So sit down and take care of your children. I couldn't believe he said that he wanted his 16-year-old child to take care of more fucking kids. Why would she want to take care of more fucking kids and she lives in Las Vegas? She lives in Las Vegas. She should be enjoying the pool and she'll be enjoying that hot ass weather and all the palm trees. She doesn't need to take care of an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a fucking child that's barely 6 years old. Leave her alone. Honestly, let me make sure. That is all of the scenes that we had with Justine and Michael. That shit was very fucking brief. Like, come on. Honestly, I feel in my heart, Justine and Michael, they're gonna try to be on as much Love After Lockup season as possible because they give off thirsty. They give off. Michael needs to be out there. We need to get Michael's name out there and his face. So we need to be on Love After Lockup as much as possible so that people like me and you can watch them and talk about them so that his name stays up there and buzzing and all that. Because they're gonna be on. I feel like they're gonna be on more seasons. They're too thirsty. They need the attention. They're attention whores. I follow Justine and Michael on Instagram. They're attention whores. I see them on Instagram all the time. The last and final couple that we have in this episode was Chevel and Quillin. So it's very brief with Chevel and Quillin. How I feel about Chevel and Quillin is they're boring. They're boring. I do not want to see them again next season. I think they're the worst fucking couple to watch. Honestly, like, I don't know why they even brought these two back anyway. Like, these niggas don't have anything, like, purposely, like, interesting to watch. And to be honest, I found out there's some information that you guys probably don't even know about Quillin. Couple days ago, maybe about 2-3 days ago, according to Amber, put out two videos now on Quillin, and it comes to find out that this dude might be a chance. He's out here and he like him a little peen, allegedly. Come to find out, Quillin has a lover that he was in prison with, that he was basically in love with for 6 years while he was talking to Chevel. And he ended up dumping this dude after he got out of prison so that he could be with Chevel. Okay? That's fucking wild. Okay?
She coming through, she sucking dick. Suck my dick so good, I'm like, goddamn, you dirty bitch. You dirty bitch, you dirty bitch. Oh, you never even heard of this.
Quillin has a gay lover. Like, Quillin is basically possibly bisexual, bi-curious, or he had a male lover in prison. It's wild. So, I know that shit would throw anybody for a loop. Let's continue on, though. Chevel and Quillin are at the park with her daughter Maela. Maela's granddaughter, which is her baby daddy's mom, they're meeting up. And mind you, let me tell you something. That grandmother has a wagon behind her. That is a big ass right there. That mom has a big, chunky, that's a fat ass. I've never seen anyone that age with an ass that big. I mean, yeah, she's a thicker woman, but that mama, you can tell back in the day, that was a bombshell of a bitch right there. You could tell that grandma was a bad bitch back in the day, and all the niggas was on her because that woman has a fat ass. That ass is thick. That shit is big. Like, yo, when she got out the car, she started walking. I said, wow, she got a dumper truck. That's a dumper truck that she got. Walking, and she walks and she sits that nice thick ass down and starts talking to Chevel. Quillin gets up and goes with Maela to go play. And that's when Chevel tells the grandma that, oh, your son don't do shit for my daughter. I'm just like, kind of done with trying to like get him to be involved with my daughter. And the grandma interrupts. She said, my son doesn't do that. You're keeping him away from his daughter. She's like, that's not true. He has any chance that he wants to call her, FaceTime her, if he wants to fly and come see her, he has all of the right to come see her, and he chooses not to do that. And you can tell that the grandmother, she really loves her son, and she will defend her son no matter what. So she is defending the son, even if I kind of believe both of them in an instance that maybe like she is trying to stop him from seeing his son, but I also feel like the son does not want anything to be, doesn't want to be involved with his daughter. And once he sees that Quillin is taking care of his daughter and everything, because that's how men are. Men, they don't give a fuck about their kids until somebody else starts showing that they give a fuck about their kids. And then they want to have this pride thing that they have where no man's going to take care of my child and everything but me. But then if that's the case, then you should be stepping up. The grandma, she tells the grandma that she wants to give Quillin the rights for Michaela and be her father. And the grandma said, oh, no, that's not happening. I feel that if you do that, I'm not gonna be able to see my granddaughter no more. You're gonna take away my grandmother rights. And that's not how shit works. You are still the grandmother. You'll still be able to take care of her. You'll still be able to come and see her and all that. So you need to stop tripping. And Quillin comes, she said, I want to speak to you. And she sits down and speaks, and she says, like, what is the relationship between you and my son? Quillin then lets us know that he's been contacting her son, trying to talk to him and all that about that, and about him stepping up and doing everything. And he's not receptive to it. The father does not fuck with Quillin, and he's not fucking with the situation, and he doesn't want to talk to him. And Quillin tells, which is a really good thing I can say that he said to the grandmother, is if he's such a good dad and everything, then we wouldn't be in this predicament right now. I wouldn't be trying to get the rights for Michaela and everything if he was in her life as you say he is. And the grandmother says when she's talking to producers in her little confessional, like, she does know about Quillin. She gonna keep a close eye on Quillin, but her son is not gonna give up the rights. So I guess this is gonna be a fight. And that is all the scenes that we have with Quillin and Chevel. Very brief. I don't like that this couple. That's the reason why I speed through their shit like this, because I don't like watching them. Like, they're just so boring. And now that we know the information about Quillin out here, you know, dabbling with some men and all that, it's like, whoa, maybe now, like, I hope maybe if they come back, we need to see that storyline and figure out what the fuck happening with that, because that shit is more juicier than what's going on with this situation with him trying to get rights over the daughter, because that's basically it. The two moms don't like each other, and Quillin wants rights to be Michaela's father. That's it. Nothing else interesting. But that shit with him having a gay lover, that's interesting, baby. This is the last thing. We go through all of the couples that were on this show. What I can really say is, with Eris and Cameron, they did not give us anything with Eris and Cameron. It was very crazy to me that we had Eris and Cameron for like 1 or 2, maybe 3 episodes, and it was like not even like anything like important enough that that was memorable. I totally forgot about Eris and Cameron until they showed them in the rollerblading and that she had the baby. I'm like, why didn't we see all of that for any episode of her, just like with Justine going through all the process of having the baby? Why didn't we see any of that? Why didn't we see the baby being born? Why didn't we see any of that? Unless Eris solely asked them not to do all of that. But this is Love After Lockup. This is your whole life that we're watching. So Eris and Cameron didn't get anything. That was so like, with like, what? Why did Eris and Cameron even come on to this season if we didn't get anything with them? Like, why we didn't see shit with Eris and Cameron? So I don't think Eris and Cameron is gonna be here for season 5 or for season 6. Like, they don't have anything interesting. Everything that happened with Eris and Cameron, we saw it last season, and it was just like, oh, y'all could have just added on all of this to last season, and we would kind of got another couple with more interesting storyline. And then Sean and Sarah, like I said last episode, Sean and Sarah had like the least amount of time out of all of the couples. Sean and Sarah literally didn't come on until episode 4 or 5 of this season. So for them to only get maybe 3 episodes where they had at least 2 scenes each, and it wasn't nothing interesting. That's exactly what I said. It was nothing interesting. So just like I said with last episode, Sean bought a tow truck. He has no money. Sarah's struggling. He's trying to get money to his ex-wife for his kids, so on and so on, and the cycle continues. That's all that we saw with last season with them. And now I'm just like, what? Like, what was the sense of having some of these couples on here if we not going to like get anything like that was like to get us invested? We was invested with Sean and Sarah last season, just like how we was invested with Eris and Cameron last season. To now, like, they're completely not even a fucking factor in this goddamn season. And that is it for Love After Lockup Season 5. Woo! I can't wait for more seasons to come forward. Thank you guys so much. This was a long one because I had to get all of my thoughts out and everything because it's going to be a minute that we get Love After Lockup unless they're coming out sometime, I don't know, in the next couple of months. Maybe, I think maybe like a month or two. We're going to take a little hiatus, but I will be doing now 1,000 Pound Sisters and Love is Blind, which is coming up on Valentine's Day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. I love you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
Big thing, small thing, I winding up on all thing. Short thing, tall thing, I winding up on all thing, and it's ting.